Hey friends, Diane, just hopping on here really quick to say hi and wanted to quickly just kind of do accountability and just kind of let you see, my eyes and stuff. I've had a situation where last night, I think I posted something on Facebook about how I got some kind of like chemical kind of thing to my head, and it really hurt my brain really bad, and it was very upsetting to me for sure. um, yeah, and then today as well, kind of chemicals throughout the day, and this is what it looks like, right? So I'm trying to figure out a few things, and I know I've talked a little bit about my daughter, and I didn't mean to harm my family or hurt my family's feelings and all of that, but it's about saving my life, and it's about being done wrong, actually, is what's going on. And so the question is there an investigation or is there not an investigation, right? That's what's going on. And so they want me to believe that there's not an investigation going on, but I've lived it, right? And so as I think about the situation even further, right, we have alleged allegations regarding my grandson that will come out later, and you'll see that. I might not be around, but it will definitely provide you with what I'm saying is accurate, right? So that situation, like I said, the only reason I know is because I lived there and I saw the progressions of what's happening with that, right? So that being suppressed, and then her getting me involuntarily committed falsely, she's falsely doing that, right? She's basically started the whole campaign after I moved out, and everything was great for 3 years, right? And all of a sudden my mom was so sick, and then talking with her about, talking with me was more like, you're loved, you're cared for, and it just, like I said earlier, it was just kind of a situation. And I do love my daughter to death, but right now I'm having to really fight for myself, just because people say you have mental problems or people say that you have this. That's not really the right thing to be doing, right? I've got friends popping in here that are part of this whole like campaign, right? That's going on to get me committed, right? And so they're basically popping in. I haven't seen them for a really, really long time, right? And all of a sudden they're hopping in saying you need help, and so it's sort of the work of the investigators telling them what they need to do, right? And before I go any further, right, mental illness is serious, right? It's a serious, serious thing, and it needs to be taken seriously, right? And so if you're having issues, you need to seek out some help, right? Just like I did with my daughter. The other thing is that the investigators and my family want me to talk about this. They want me to fit into the paranoid. What's the other thing? Oh, just, every conspiracy, everyone's against me, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm going to speak up today really, really quick because I really do need some help here, right? So by doing it this way, my rights are being completely violated. My civil rights, my legal, judicial rights, all of that's being thrown out the window. And actually it has been for 12 weeks, right? So these investigators have used people such as yourself to get information about me for this case, right? They've gone to people, they've had people asking me questions, they've participated in texting, they've done all these things to get what they needed to prosecute me. They have never come to me, right? And again, perfectly created case, right? They got what they need, and such as like my Rob, my godson, right? He could probably fill you in all that, but it's basically they're wanting to get what they need, right? And they're telling people what they need to ask me, right? They're telling them that. They're texting them that, right? So that's what's going on. So they use that to get information from me, right? So now they're ready to have me independently committed, right? And so they have done things to make me look as a menace to society. That's the final phase, is to show that I'm a piece of shit and I don't deserve to be on this earth. And that's what they're trying to work on, right? I know this because I watched it happen with the doctors, right? And I watched it happen everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, they've got a situation going where they're trying to work on that. Sounds like mental illness, but it is not. Trust me, it's factually based, right? We got people out with cameras and paranoia. It's not paranoia, I'm just telling you. So here's the last phase of it, right? The last phase of it is I get into this mental institution and they're going to harm me just like they've been trying to harm me with chemicals. I'm going to lose my mind and I'm going to be brain dead or something like that. And that is one of the scariest things. That's one of the scariest things ever, because as I said so many times, I haven't done anything at all, ever. Never. I haven't harmed anyone, ever. I haven't done anything. I never touched my grandson. I never harmed my grandson. I have never done anything, ever. I've never harmed anybody in my entire life, ever, right? I am not psychotic. I have not delusional. Never. Non-delusional. Never delusional. So I'm very fearful about what these investigator detective guys, people have done, right? You got a Nana that harmed a child, and what I've witnessed with all the pictures and just things I'm hearing, it's very concerning. And it's even more concerning when I won't have a voice to speak the truth. It's even more concerning that I won't have a voice to know, hey, this investigation did happen. This investigation, they had access to my home. I know how to verify that. I know where to go. They had access to my phone. They had access to my laptop. My work knows that, right? So these people went around, I believe, and created shit. They've created stuff to make me look like a menace to society, so I would never have an opportunity to live on this earth, because they felt like I was a Nana that hurt their child, my grandchild, right? That's what they're thinking. So they just pulled out every possible thing, and they're gonna stack it on me, right? That's what they're gonna do. And I've witnessed some stuff going on, and it's just not okay, right? It's just not okay. And, you know, is this not okay? And so hearing what's going on, yeah, hearing with the DoorDash people, all those deliveries, what's going on with people in my apartment complex walk around with their phone and have it out when, you know, it sounds like I'm paranoid, but it's not the case, right? Checking into hotels, like I mentioned, it's just like and the thing is like any of that is against anything I've ever stand for. Like the core of my being is just about trying to be a good person and trying to be, you know, a difference maker, a good person in the world, right? And when somebody comes in and they destroy that, right? They try to destroy that, and that's exactly what's going on. And it's a really hard situation for sure. I don't mean to sound so cavalier, but it's bad. And so this is not okay, right? It's not okay. No. And so my daughter, her decision to first get me involuntarily committed, right? So what would happen is normally you would have a trial, and then your punishment would be to be committed, right? That's what you do. But they're doing it different. They're going to get me involuntarily committed. They're going to make me fit the role, right? And then I'm not ever going to get out, because I don't have any control to defend myself. My mind is going to be gone, and I have received zero legal, judicial, fairness processes. It's just been a big assault, right, on my life. And I don't know anyone in this world that deserves that, right? Nobody. So what's going on? And I need justice. I need justice. And it can't be just calling up this not-for-profit place that you got to fill out paperwork, and that situation is these people. It's just like the doctors, right? It's the same story. Yeah. So in the doctor situation, there have been situations like the medical board filed a complaint, and like there's stuff going on with that. I need to go back and revisit that, but this is not okay. It is not. This is my life. And at what point, when do I not deserve it? And why is my family allowing this to happen? Like, why? You know, and they're going to say, oh, it's not happening, but it is happening, right? My sister came out to visit me, which I'm so grateful for. I am so grateful. But here's the thing. What was happening with that is, hey, you're going to show someone can't take care of themselves. That's what you do. You help pay their bills. I forgot there's a term for it, right? So if she takes me shopping and she's going to buy all these extra things that I don't need, like a blow-up mattress, she's just growing that. She's growing that, right? And it's grateful. But and then she was part of the other phase, right? She helped with the prosecution. She helped the prosecution get. She helped them. She was gathering information on their behalf. I know that. And that's the hurtful part, right? So she wants to say this, and she wants to blame mental illness. Everyone's blaming mental illness. They're like, my sister's so sick. No, the truth's out. That's the problem. The truth is out, and they want to say that I'm sick, right? That's what's going on. So I just need your help. If I get committed, and then there's charges that were created to make Nana be a menace to society. That's the deal right there. And that's what's going down. And I just can't do that. I just can't. There's no way. I haven't done one thing, and I need somebody to believe that, and I need somebody to help me, right? So if these investigators, inspectors, agents, whoever they are, ran around and said, hey, Diane did this, she's that, I can feel that. I can totally feel what's going on. And I don't know what it is, but I can tell you, I haven't done one single thing. So whatever they're saying, I need help. I need help. I need like a helicopter to land here, right? And pick me up and take me to a place where people can love on me and like their home, right? And that's what I need. I need that. I need that truthfulness. I need my family to be truthful. I need the world to hear me. I need help, right? What happens when you get no regard for yourself, for anything? They just come in your life and destroy your life, right? They don't even come to you. They go to other people asking questions, right? Yeah, they go to other people asking questions to build their case against you, right? Right. That's totally what happened. And so, again, this is not anything to do with mental illness or it's abuse of mental illness, right? And so it has nothing to do with paranoia, right? And another thing too is like when you're in these mental institutions, and this happened to me before, is they ask you questions, right? So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love my grandbabies. They're just loving my life. They're so, and they are looking at me, and they think, no wonder they thought I was psychotic or schizophrenic, right? They think I just didn't harm my grandson because I'm so like in love, like I love my babies, you know, and right? So you don't know about it, and all of a sudden you're severely mentally ill because you didn't do it, right? Because you didn't do anything, right? So you're just being honest, but they're going to make a deal of it, right? And so this is what I need to get out there. So Nana needs justice. Nana needs to be, I guess, be heard and be believed and to be respected. And this can't happen. And I don't know how in the world a person wakes up on a Friday to move and this is going down. It's not okay. And people probably have formed opinions because I just talk. I talk, right? And couldn't get legal help, of course, because everywhere I'd go it'd be blocked. Job, same thing. Hotel rooms, same thing, right? It's these people are out to harm me, and there's chemicals for sure, and it's just not a good situation. So I love you bunches, and I'm just going to keep on trying to figure out where I can get this help for this situation, some legal help, somebody to make these law enforcement people be accountable, right? So who would that be? Who could make these law enforcement people be accountable before they kill me, right? So that's the question. So it's not about having to be confined. It's not about mental illness. It's not anything about that, right? It's about keeping safe, right? And so I need help with this. I need these law enforcement people to be accountable for what they're doing. It's wrong. And I'm sorry, but I'm a child of the king. And I'm a Nana, and I'm a mom, and I haven't done anything, right? So it brings me to my daughter real quick, and I don't understand what's going on with her as well. Why you would commit your daughter. I mean, why would you commit your mother, right? That has to be the influence of her husband. It has to be a process that went on. Interesting enough is months before we talked about a situation where my grandmother was committed for drinking whiskey. My grandfather wouldn't stop drinking whiskey, right? So my grandfather had her committed, and we talked about that a couple months before this all came up. And so it's just interesting to me, and I'm feeling like my son-in-law was extremely jealous of my relationship with my grandson and just wanted me gone, right? So he created this situation, and And I hate to just throw it out there, but I might not have an opportunity to speak, so I'm going to say it out there right now. And I don't blame people, but when my life is on the line and I haven't done anything, then I'm going to start blaming people. I'm going to start speaking up, because if the investigators would just come and they would come and investigate Jose, but maybe Jennifer, like, none of this is making any sense, right? Why did we commit our mom? She raised me from the time she was 18. She was a mother and a father to me, and I wasn't a bad parent, right? So, yeah. And then the other thing is, she recently talked about her childhood, which we already went through in recovery and forgave, and all of a sudden she's being brought up some stuff from her childhood. This is all stuff. This is stuff that Nana we need to get it out. And I asked that if you could please write a letter to the Denton, Texas, and just believe in me, please. I don't know what you've heard or if you heard anything, but please believe in me that this is not okay. None of this is okay. And I need your help, please. Thank you so much, and I love you. And if we don't ever get to talk again, thank you for the great memories and life and love. And hopefully I touched your heart somewhere, and I know you touched mine. And this can't happen. This is like FBI gone mad, and this is not okay. And if you have law enforcement people, or you have someone that can help me, someone that can just pick up the phone and call me. I know Kevin LaFada. He is somebody that's involved in CIA, FBI, but he basically, I can't reach him, or he reached out, or I think it was the detectives that they have access to my phone, so they're pretending they're like you guys texting me. So please, I just ask. Thank you so much. I love you bunches from the bottom of my heart, all of you. And please help save Nana, okay? I'll get some information on here. Love you.